Ken Trahan with J.T. Curtis of John Curtis Christian School. That time of the year, always a pleasure. Takes on new meaning for you. You had a terrible loss in your family in the off-season, but you're as focused as ever, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to be, because I have a responsibility to those young men and their families who have entrusted them to us. And, it's their year. It's their day in the sun, and I want to make sure that we give them our very best effort so that they can enjoy the experience of high school football in a positive way. And anything less than that would be unfair to them.
Last season ended in unfortunate fashion. I know you felt like you could have won it, and you were that close to beating the team that did. So I guess that's motivation too. But your program's always in that position.
Well, we're going to always strive to be our best. We're going to strive to set our goals high and reach for them. And that's how we practice, and that's how we try to perform on a day-to-day basis. And if we do that enough, we think it'll lead to some success. And what we know is, especially in a league that we're in, that probably all of these teams are going to be playoff teams, and the opportunity to improve through the season is very, very important for the opportunity to play and make noise in the playoffs.
You mentioned the schedule. This district, you played in a lot of good leagues, and you've gotten in this league, and this might be the best you've played in previously, but it's never been better than it is going into this season.
I think top to bottom, it's as good as I've ever played in. Now, in the 90s when we were in the league with O'Perry Walker and Landry and Carr and those teams, and that was a good league also. It was very physical. But I think top to bottom, this one probably is the best, and that's a good thing, because, again, I think it prepares your team for the opportunity to compete in the playoffs against the best teams in the state.
You always have to replace players, but never easy to replace a kid like Dagan Bruno. Just a winner and such a good kid. I know you're going to miss him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every time we take a snap and we drop the ball, I'll think about him. I said, Dagan didn't do it that way. But look, we got a young man that we think is going to be fine. Reggie Johnson is a senior, and he's put in his time, and he's got his own set of skills. But certainly a guy like Dagan with the experience he brought to the table and his leadership, his intellect and his leadership, and I think that's showing his opportunities getting in college. So he was a good player to replace, but you got to replace good players every year.
Strength of your team right now as you assess it going into the season?
Well, I think our defense can carry us and let us get a little bit more mature on offense, gain a little experience. We lost our top running backs also. But again, I think with a little time that we'll be just fine. So it's always a journey at the beginning, and hopefully our defense will carry us.
It's always a pleasure, my friend. Best of luck to the Patriots. God bless you and yours.
Good. Thank you very much.